Hello, today we're going to talk about the partitive article in French. You have to understand that to express some or any, just like in English, where you want to have some of this item or you don't want any of this, you have to make sure that you use de with a singular definite article. Okay, le, la, and L apostrophe. So just make sure you remember that whenever you're gonna combine de, okay, whenever you're gonna combine de and le, it will become du. All right, du, we learned that before. Okay, for example, mon petit frère mange du yaourt comme dessert. Yaourt here is masculine. That's why you have du here. Now, Patrick veut de la moutarde avec son hot dog. Moutarde, mustard here. Moutarde, mustard here is feminine, so it's going to become de la. Okay, and then the low mineral, the L apostrophe here is start L apostrophe because O mineral started with the vowel here. So in French, you cannot have two vowels for each other when we're talking about uh, the article here. So it's going to be L apostrophe. And then for, as you know, for plural, it's going to be je voudrais des frites. So the plus la becomes des. Okay. So if you don't understand, you're having trouble on this one here, you can pause the video and just go back and check it again. So let's go ahead and just practice to make sure we understand here. It says many students and teachers are eating in the school cafeteria today. So complete each of the sentences with the appropriate form of some or any. For example, nous voulons. Okay, here you notice that frites here is plural, right? So we say that for every plural, you're gonna use just des. Okay, nous voulons des frites. Et poisson is masculine, so what would you say? I hope you say du. Okay, number two, je voudrais omelette here. You notice omelette start with the vowel. We say with the vowel, it stays the same, so it's gonna be D and L apostrophe. Je veux de l'omelette. Et haricots verts here is plural. Des haricots verts. So Pauline and Mark veulent. I'll let you think about it. Okay, hopefully you say des hot dog and moutarde, de la moutarde, because moutarde here is feminine, so it says de la. So le professeur d'histoire veut de la tarte aux fraises et du café. All right. So hopefully you get this, right? So if you don't understand, you can stop it, go back and replay it again until you get it. All right. So Carole veut du fromage, because fromage is masculine, du pain et de l'eau minérale. Monsieur Atienzo veut du poulet et petit pois is singular. Actually, pardon, is plural and is masculine. But it doesn't matter what is masculine or feminine as long as plural. The plural overshadow everything else, so it's des, the petit pois. Comme dessert, Madame Adou veut du gâteau et de la glace. Okay. Sandrine et son ami veulent pâté. Here is masculine. You're gonna say du pâté et du pain. All right. For the sake of time, I'm gonna speed up. So anytime you don't understand it, you can pause the video and try again and practice until you get it. Okay. So here we're gonna actually use du, de la, de L apostrophe, der or le, la, L apostrophe or le. Okay. We're gonna start. You're gonna try it and then we'll check it to see if you got it right, and then I'm gonna explain in case you have mistakes why we're using what we have using in the blank. So what we have used in the blank. So Madame, Maman, il y a soup is feminine, de la soupe, right? And they say il fait froid aujourd'hui. Non, ce soir nous avons du poulet et des pommes de terre. Ok. Ah bon? Et de la salade. De la salade aussi. Je voudrais des légumes. Let's check the next one. Moi aussi, j'aime les légumes. Tu préfères les haricots verts ou les champignons? Maman, je peux avoir du pain et de la confiture. Mais oui, tu veux aussi de l'eau minérale. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a comme dessert? Du yaourt ou de la glace? Because glace here is feminine. Okay, and then you will answer de la glace au chocolat. Okay, and then the last one, super, j'adore. Here you will say, okay, you will say super, j'adore la glace au chocolat. I'm pretty sure, like now in your head, like, oh, why is it la? How do you know when it's la, le, just like here on the top here, le, and la? How come it's not du or de la? Okay, so remember in the at the beginning of French, you learn that whenever you're gonna use the verb aimer, adorer, and préférer, it's going to be le, la, or le. Like for example, you say I like apple, okay, and I would like some of any item you want to eat. Okay, I would like some rice. I would like some dessert. I would like some mushrooms. Okay, because that's the verb voudrait. Okay, the verb to want. Le verbe aimer. Okay, to love. The verb adorer and the verb préférer. You're gonna use le, la, or le. Just keep that in mind. All right. So let's move on. So if you have your book, you can check uh, on activity 6 to 9, page 280 to 81. But of course, you don't really need your book because I have all the instructions here. All right. So here, for example, c'est qu'est-ce qu'on va manger à la cantine sur le modèle? What are we gonna eat at the cafeteria? Let's follow the model. Lundi, il y a des carottes, euh, du jambon, des carottes, de la glace à la vanille. Mardi, il y a du porc, des haricots verts, du fromage et des raisins. Okay, that's what you have here for mardi. Okay, mercredi, il y a des hamburgers, des frites et de la glace au chocolat. Right there. Jeudi, il y a du poulet, des petits pois, du pain et des yaourts. You can check to see if you got it right. Vendredi, il y a du poisson, des pommes de terre et de la tarte aux fraises. So you have it there. So once again, you can click it to pause it and just do activities and check your answer to make sure they're right. So let's go to the next one. Okay. So here vous voulez like you want. Okay. Vous êtes à un pique-nique. Demandez à votre cousin ce qu'il veut manger. Okay. So basically, you're at a picnic. Ask your friend, your cousin, what you want to eat. So, for example, the model is done for you here. Say, tu veux du poulet? Okay. So let's go ahead and start with number one. Tu veux du saucisson? Number one. Okay. What about number two? Hopefully you say tu veux de la mayonnaise. De la moutarde. Sorry, this is de la moutarde. Okay. Number three. Tu veux de la mayonnaise? Okay. Number four. Tu veux des jambons? Okay. Number eight. Number five. Tu veux des petits pois? Number six. Tu veux du pain? Number seven. Tu veux du beurre? Number eight. Tu veux de la salade? Number nine. Tu veux du gâteau? And 10. Tu veux de l'eau minérale. Okay, so hopefully with this different example you get it down. Okay, let's go now for the next activity. Okay, basically here you're gonna go to the store where they sell different items. So à la boulangerie, number one, à la boulangerie, like you see here, je vais acheter des œufs. Boulangerie, sorry. À la boulangerie here, je vais acheter des croissants et du pain. Okay, des croissants et du pain or des baguettes. Okay, remember, pain is just a French roll. Baguette, pain is bread. Baguette is French roll, which is still bread. Okay, but the difference is that the bread is bigger than the baguette. All right, number two, à la crèmerie. So we're gonna go à la crèmerie. We know à la crèmerie, the dairy, they sell du fromage, du beurre, des œufs et du lait. Okay, so you have it right there. And let's go au supermarché. Supermarché, supermarket. So you're gonna want to buy l'eau minérale, de l'eau minérale, de la mayonnaise, de la moutarde, des oignons et des champignons. Okay, so we have it there. Just check it to make sure you got it right. Let's go now à la charcuterie. À la charcuterie is why you is like the deli. It's already cooked. Vous avez du jambon, des saucisses et du pâté. Okay, so you have it there. Okay, saucisse, ça c'est saucisse ou saucisson. Okay, du saucisson ou des saucisses. Okay, so let's go ahead now and start with the lesson that we were gonna be talking about today. All right, today I'm just gonna move on real quick so I don't waste your time. All right, the lesson today is gonna be partitive adjective articles in negative sentences. Positive article in negative sentences. It is crucial is that you understand that positive article are used, especially when you talk about food or items, because you want some of when you want some of something or any of something, you're gonna use positive article in French. So for this lesson, we talk about the de la, du, and the last time. Now we're going to talk about in negative sentence. What if you don't want something? Okay, so like I don't want any food. I don't want any apple. See here, instead of saying some, you're gonna say any apple. Like in the negative sentence, I don't want. So in French, it's pretty simple. All you need to know is that du, okay, the article that we used before, du, de la, the L apostrophe, and then change to DE or the apostrophe, right? You're going to use the apostrophe if the noun that follows start with a vowel sound, all right? So, for example, here, if you say Christian mange du poisson, so Christian is eating fish, okay? You can say son frère ne mange pas de poisson. You notice here that du became um, DE here, okay? And then tu veux de l'eau minérale? Non, je ne veux pas d'eau minérale. So you notice here that D apostrophe became D apostrophe, and the reason why it's D apostrophe is because O start with a vowel here. So hopefully you get this down. So basically it's very simple. That's what we're talking about here. So let's go ahead and review the vocabulary really quick so to make sure you understand it. Okay, vous voulez un dessert? So basically here we always want to make sure that we read the instruction. It says a hot summer evening. Everyone at the cafe is thirsty, not hungry. So how do they answer the server's questions? For example, vous voulez un sandwich au fromage? C'est non, je ne veux pas de sandwich au fromage. J'ai soif. So no, I don't want cheese sandwich because I'm thirsty. So remember that we're talking about thirsty. All right, here on number one, you will see that, like I said before, I kind of interrupted the recording, but I'm just starting like, vous voulez un sandwich au fromage? Non, je ne veux pas de sandwich au fromage, j'ai soif. So vous voulez de l'eau minérale? Oui, je veux bien. So non, je ne veux pas de dessert, j'ai soif. Oui, je veux bien, j'ai soif. Oui, non, je ne veux pas de steak, j'ai soif. Non, je ne veux pas de steak frites, j'ai soif. Non, je ne veux pas de crêpes, j'ai soif. Non, je ne veux pas. Oui, je voudrais bien. Non, je ne veux pas de quiche, j'ai soif. Oui, je veux bien, j'ai soif. Non, je ne veux pas de glace, j'ai soif. Okay, on this activity number 10, Oliver is vegetarian. Tell whether he eats or not, whether or not he eats these following foods. Okay, for example, the frites, you're gonna say il mange des frites. Saucisson, il ne mange pas de saucisson. Remember, he's vegetarian. So, uh, il ne mange pas de porc, right? Il ne mange pas de steak. Le pâté, il ne mange pas de pâté. Il mange du pain, for number 4. Il mange des légumes, for number 5. Il mange des fruits. Il ne mange pas de jambon, for number 7. Il mange du camembert. Il mange de la glace. Il ne mange pas de bœuf. All right, so this is basically what we learned today. Hopefully, you understand this. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me on Edmodo. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye bye.